This is Andi Purewal for ID Boxing. I'm joined by John Fury here in Saudi Arabia. John, we don't have as long as we usually used to when we have a sit down, but it's always a pleasure. I appreciate you doing this as well. How are you finding Saudi Arabia?
You know, what can you say? Only good things about Saudi. You know, they treat us very well here, like royalty. And, you know, we've had a warm welcome, to say the least. The food's good, the hotel's good. Well, not good, everything's excellent. Everything's top notch.
We expect to see boxing return to the kingdom in the future. Obviously, Tyson's previously was in line to potentially face Oleksandr Usyk here. Have you thought about that as a family, potentially returning here, more fights for Tommy, Tyson, maybe even Roman one day?
Hopefully, yes, you know, because I think this is going to be where it's all going to happen in the boxing world in the future. They've had some great fights here already. They've got other great sports here, so why not? You know, we'd come back any day of the week to fight here, and I'm sure Tyson would. You know, it's just like with Tyson, like dotting the I's and crossing the T's. You know, when they both sit down together, I think when the timing's right, when the big stadium's finished and built, I think we can go ahead with some great stuff.
Was there a disappointment there, John, when obviously the Tyson Fury Oleksandr Usyk fight fell through for it not to take place over here?
All good things come to those who wait. It's all about time, and it's like the Jake Paul thing with Tommy. You know, it didn't take place the first time or the second, but we're here now. And just with the delay and problems, it makes the fight even bigger. So when it does come around, it'll be even bigger than what it is today.
We'll swing back to Tyson shortly, but let's come on to the reason we're here. Tommy and Jake, you mentioned he's finally here. Was there ever a point in your own mind where you thought this won't happen?
I always knew it was going to happen because people need dance partners. Jake's a great talker, Tommy's a great talker. They promote the show well, so do we. You know, and they're great for one another. And they're going to throw in and put it all on the line on Sunday evening. You know, so it's been a great job done, mission accomplished. And I've enjoyed the build-up. I've enjoyed the to and fro, the this, that and the others over the last 2 years. It just built it and built it and built it into the biggest fight in the world to date. You know, and that's happening on the 26th.
John, a lot of people commented on the face-off yesterday, and some people suggested that Jake looked nervous. Did you get that same vibe?
He's going to be nervous, isn't he? Because he knows he's fighting a real boxer. And behind all the hype and all the this, that and the other, all the criticism Tommy's had, all those so-called professionals from our own country, what's disgusting, by the way, and when I see them, I'm going to personally slap them straight in the teeth for going against a professional athlete against a YouTuber. But that's what they deserve. I've got no respect for them whatsoever. I never want to see any of them again. They're useless at what they do. And like I said before, they all want sacking. Sack them off because the jealousy rules the brain. They want Tommy to lose so badly. They want Tyson to lose so badly. But let me tell you, I've got news for you. You only want something so bad, you can never get it. It's all jealousy. The Furies are the most hated people in boxing, but Tyson is the best. They can hate on him as much as they want. And jealousy, it's always been a problem, hasn't it? Since the dawn of time. You know, but like I say, I've no interest in all those people. You know, it's just jealousy. You know, but good luck to Jake Paul. He's getting millions of dollars. Tommy's getting millions of dollars. You know, well, they should be jealous.
Going into the fight, John, a lot of people spoke about what's next for either man, but we know there's a rematch clause in Jake's favour if Tommy's successful. Say if Tommy goes and knocks him out in the fashion you guys are saying he will do, do you think he will look to actually invoke that rematch clause, or do you think he'll think differently?
I hope he does, because it's more money. It's another great payday, you know what I'm saying? But I think when he feels the power Tommy's got, you know, and what will happen to him in the fight. Because let's be honest about all those so-called experts. They know nothing. They know nothing. Ask Tommy's sparring partners what Tommy can punch like. He can hit as hard as any heavyweight. But listen, I can talk all day. But ye who have little faith, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, who's going to look the worse for wear on Monday morning? It's all them so-called divvies, I'll call them. What's getting the back of my hand in the face when I see them for disrespecting the Fury family and the Fury name. Bums is what I'm calling them. Bum squad. Yes men for TV companies. There was yes men, then there'll always be yes men. You know, and they're not men in my eyes. So enough said about them. I'm getting wound up, as you can see.
John, I did a great interview with Roman earlier, and Roman pointed out to me that Tommy's kind of changed the way that he's fighting in the sense that he doesn't just look to throw these 3-4 punch combinations looking for the knockout. He's more so trying to solidify his stance, solidify what he's throwing, and maybe just throw a 1-2 and it will come naturally. In the build up to previous fights, we've always spoke about Tommy getting knockouts and maybe haven't come so far. Is that something you've worked on in Tommy's maybe realising it heading into this Jake Paul fight, how he needs to go about ensuring he can deliver that type of knockout performance?
Again, I'll say it again. I've spent the last 12 weeks perfecting a style where Tommy needs to put his fist straight through Jake Paul's skull. Straight through his skull. So when you hit him, it passed him. It passed him. Drive his jawbone to the top of his head. That's what Tommy's trained to do. And Tommy will do, because he's got that power to do it. He'll look for the openings, Jake Paul will present them, and when he does, he's in big trouble. He's getting wrecked. No other way. Listen to this. It's the truth from me. Tommy Fury will wreck Jake Paul, because we're here to do that. People think, you know, oh, it's probably fixed. It's all about the viewing figures and this, that, and the other. This is not. This is about Tommy putting his fist straight through Jake Paul's face. That is it. Maximum damage. That's what we've trained to do. Anything less is no good. Enough said now. That's it. Wait till the 26th, you will see. God bless you, Andy, and thank you very much.
Just want to ask one more, John, before I let you go. One more. We spoke yesterday about Tyson and Oleksandr, and you spoke about the split and how it should be favourable in Tyson's name. I asked Roman this, I'll ask you this as well. Obviously, you want it favourable. Roman mentioned 60-40 in Tyson he thinks would be fair. I asked him, do you think that the team would consider, say, 40-40 guaranteed each, and whoever wins gets that extra 20%? Would you consider that, or would it have to be immediate 60-40 in Tyson's favour?
I would say, you know, being the great champion Tyson is, it would have to be 60-40. But here's another scenario. Take 30%, and if you can beat Tyson, you'll get 40. There's one for you, isn't it? Because he comes from at the end of the day, who is Fury-Usyk? If Joshua hadn't fought him, nobody knows his name. He couldn't sell out the Manchester Arena. You know, Tyson's a big crowd pull. He's pulled in the big crowds before. Tyson's the A-side. He should be lucky he's fighting Tyson. He's got the belts Tyson's already had. Tyson's closet's full of them. You know, so at the end of the day, take the 30%, let's get the fight on. If you do beat Tyson, you can get the 40%. Put it in the contract. It's done, isn't it? Tyson wins anyway.
John, just a word on Mike Tyson there. He just come past and he's just kind of come over, said hello to you, and you mentioned, you know, you named your son after him. And I actually interviewed him just, and he mentioned how much pride he takes from that and how he feels like he's living on through your son as well.
Well, I just said that in my last interview, really, to the kid there off camera. You know, my son being named after Mike Tyson is still keeping Mike Tyson afloat. Not that he needs keeping afloat. Mike Tyson's been a great champion. He's a great personality. He pulls in the crowds. You've seen the cameras all around him, and he's a great guy. I met him for the first time in my life last night. Beautiful guy. It was an honour to meet him. If I can call my son after him, and I've probably waited 35 years to meet the guy, you know, we're going to do something a bit later on, just me and him, you know. So at the end of the day, it's been an honour to meet the man, you know. So you never know what the future brings. We might end up boxing each other here in Saudi.
Are you up for that? Are you up for that, John?
I'm up for that, no, he is. I'm up for that, and he's here. You know, but listen, I'm not disrespecting Mike Tyson. He's been an elite champion, you know, a great man. I've named my son after him. That's how great he is, you know. So, yeah, he's on his own out there, Mike. But if I can get a piece of his action at some point, you know what, why not? I've got nothing else to do. I've got nothing else better to do.
Right, John, it's a pleasure as always. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yeah. See you, mate.